Hello, potential viewers. Uh, Noctis back again with more The Beast Inside. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with this game last time, and so I'm back again to play a couple more chapters. I believe last we left off, our man in the past was just getting destroyed by those ghosts. It was just Prank City up in here. And now, yeah, Nicholas. Now we're back to the present, where we're the code decipherer fellow. My parents' old house, where Emma and I decided to move, hides more secrets than I could imagine. Under one of the floorboards in the attic, I discovered a hidden journal from when I died. Reading it absolutely froze my blood. I don't know if the chilling passages describe real life events or if they're just mad ravings made up by this Nicholas person.
I'll show the diary to Emma. She might find it interesting.
I forgot that we could just grab anything. This one looks unhappy. Don't worry, little buddy. You've got wings. You can always fly it away to a nicer place, unlike me. What's Burrow's issue? I remember we were talking about it last time. That he is not. He has a kind of weird relationship with his wife. I think maybe the reason that I think it's weird is just because, like, we don't have a lot of setup for them. Like, we only know them as a couple. We don't really know them how they were before being a couple, I guess. Whereas, like, normally when you have playful banter with your significant other, it's backed up with, you know, like an understanding of, oh, she's gonna be back there where the guy jump scared me, huh? No? Okay. And normally the playful banter is like backed up by having a history, both individually and with that person. And so not having that history, it makes it all kind of seem a little weird. Just can't even interact with that one. Okay. She out in the car? Oh,
Honey, you won't believe what I found. Hey, Emma? Can you hear me? Emma?
dude, she
I
lost in
was
the
calling you
forest.
before, but you wouldn't even answer. Where have you been?
I was snooping around the attic. I found this
The power is out, by the way.
diary. What?
A fuse must have blown. Be a darling, go to the basement and fix it before it gets dark. This place needs a lot of work. The sooner we start, the better. I don't have to tell you that, do I?
Okay, maybe he has a reason to dislike her. Like, seriously, God. I mean, the only reason I'm like, I guess, upset about it is it's like, who calls out to their significant other?
What's her problem? She
Oh.
sounded like I took a piss on her mother flower bed.
Um, the only person that like, oh, my significant other isn't coming when I call them. Oh, I guess I'll just sit down here and mope. Like, why wouldn't you just, hey, walk up? Hey, I was yelling for you. Like, what's the deal? You know? Like, what if my ass slipped coming out of the attic and I was dead or unconscious? Also, what's the deal with these? Crash kill something Kovac? He something he hit it or he did it? Interesting.
I need a flashlight. It's so damn dark in the basement.
Why
Maybe I can
wouldn't
find
you?
one in the
Oh
attic.
my
There's a lot of
god.
junk in there.
Bro, she said the power was out. Why wouldn't you go get a flashlight first? Also, why is the flashlight in the attic? The attic that was unopened until now? Maybe I'm being a little too critical. I liked the game in the past. I'll like it again now. I think perhaps my issue is just that they're coming up with convenient excuses to have us go into the spooky places, and I don't appreciate it when games do that. C is crouch, I remember. So I was complaining about it. Oh. It's not new, but it should do. It's got a very powerful bulb. Okay. How do I... Okay, cutscene. Bro.
For God's sake. This horse will haunt me in my dreams.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, bud. Basement looking a little different, Oh, you know that those are so out of date. Another axe? And or hatchet, I suppose? What am I... Okay. Man can't walk through tarps? So I'm guessing that gameplay-wise, this is probably going to follow a similar pattern of following what the previous character did. Oh, the secret room isn't here anymore? Bro. There we go. A key? How can this be?
Strange, one's missing. Did someone take it out on purpose? Maybe there's a spare fuse in the shed by the house.
Why'd you record that, bud? The things he decides to record and the things he decides not to record are really strange. Wife check? Okay, wife's still there. What if we... Hold on. Can you see her? Hey! Damn, she's not even looking at us for real. That's not suspicious at all.
Damn, there are no fuses here. Of course.
D-
What the
Bro. Okay.
What is this? Where did all the blood come from? A shirt covered in blood. It looks fresh. How did it get here? Why would Emma bring my old stuff from the office here?
Quantum localizer? Allows an in-depth analysis of kinetic energy preserved in so-called quantum traces, enabling the user to identify silhouettes of people or other living organisms whose past presence in a fragment of the space-time continuum has left behind detectable clusters of waves and particles, i.e. quantum clouds. So this is going to be a ghost sensor, isn't it? So-called quantum traces enables short flashbacks of people from the past, precise locations, activities. Never had a chance to use it in the field. We ordered to carry one just in case. Okay. I guess maybe our wife is possessed. Is that what the lead up is going to be here? Is that our wife is possessed? Trying to remember how quantum localizer. Okay.
Jesus! Emma, you scared the crap out of me. Okay, you can open the door. Emma? Honey?
Oh, I missed the quick time event.
Oh. Something's not right. Maybe the localizer will show me just what's happened here. Wait, what did they say in training?
Press X to equip and unequip the device. As you detect electromagnetic as this on informs you the cloud is
Huh.
near.
If I remember correctly, this prototype device can be used to detect traces of a person's presence from the past. All I need is to be in a strong field of quantum particles, and with a little bit of luck and science, I'll be able to see a silhouette of the person who was here in a different time. I should follow the localizer. Green lines at the edge of the screen show the direction to go, and the numbers the distance to the nearby cloud. This is the place. Now I need to use the pulse to show the cloud, then I need to scan it. The signal must be coming from this place. Now I just have to use the scanner on this cloud. The localizer found something. Someone has been here. It looks like he left the rest of the clothes here. All covered in blood. I'll try to find more traces. It doesn't look good. I have to find out what happened here.
Or maybe leave? Okay, so hold on. Bro, this is confusing as hell, I'm gonna be honest. We got the guy here. And that's like, ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing to do about it. I envy the attempt at like fun design. I wish there was just a big arrow that pointed me in the direction I'm supposed to go.
The fuse is missing, some clothes are lying all covered in blood, and a trace of a person near the shed. It's all looking very strange. Maybe it's all about the stress. On the other hand, I have to be certain that we're safe.
Have to be certain that we're okay. Wife 4%? Wife check? Oh, wife is not there. Bro, why does it keep going down? Okay.
I should use the pulse to make the quantum cloud visible, otherwise I won't see a thing. I'm at the source, but I can't read anything. The interference is too strong. It must
What
be
does that
caused
mean?
by an anomaly nearby. I should neutralize it.
What? Affected by anomalies. This? Is it the rope? Hit with an EMP charge fired. Oh.
There's the anomaly. Now I have to charge the localizer and hit it with a beam. That should do it. Time to stabilize the cloud. I did it. Clearly someone was here recently and used this rope. I'll try to find more traces.
This I can grappling hook. Okay. Why a grappling hook? So, okay.
The localizer has detected a signal. That means another quantum cloud must be near.
The display is neat once you get the hang of it. Maybe if there's the tutorial was a bit more hands-on.
He must have went up from here.
Oh. Okay. This is
So much blood, and it's not
crazy.
even dry yet. Whatever happened here, it hasn't been long.
Bro,
The
our
trail leads
wife
through
is
that gate. Check it
gone.
out.
And we're out here playing hide and go seek with a ghost? Bro. Okay, well that's an anomaly.
Clearly dragged something heavy
Oh,
through
we're
that
not.
gate.
Bro, is it our wife's corpse? Is that the
Damn,
heavy
gate's
thing?
closed. I need to look for a way around. Ugh.
Oh, there we go. Okay, not supposed to go that way. Classic tree in the road.
The blood hasn't dried yet. I'll follow its trail. Maybe someone needs help.
Yeah, us. Good to know that my man inherited Nicholas's survival instinct, too. Nah, bro, I've watched Lock and Picking Lawyer. Take your scanner thingamabob and just
Damn
grab
it!
it.
Closed. Just closed.
Gonna take a peer inside.
It looks like something or someone is hanging in there. Is that... Fuck! This thing scared the shit out of me. I'd better check what the localizers detected before I go in.
I don't like the scary tense music. Huh? Okay, so it's over there. But how do I get over there? Do I just go around? Alright. Yep. Okay, bud. Bro, what, they can move now? Oh! Sniped? Ooh, sniped again? Nice.
Who is he? What did he hide here?
Do we want to find out, bro?
A hunting knife. Someone must have used it recently and tried to hide it there. I'll take it, just in case. Time to go back to the barn. Maybe I can find a side entrance.
Okay, and then you cut this with the hunting knife, I guess. Yeah. What? That really got me.
I need to try to get inside.
I wonder if I walked away if the knife would just hang there for forever. Oh. Oh, did I throw it into the ground? Oh, okay. What? Dude, it has to hook on? Wait, what do you want from me, game? Okay. Okay, bro, we can see it's a deer from here. Like, do we need to go down? Okay, yeah, whatever.
God, who could have done this? This
It's
wasn't
a
just some
deer.
poacher, more like a fucking sadistic hunter. Wait, that beeping. It's as if it's coming from the inside.
Oh,
The animal's
bro.
hung up on a rope. Maybe I can get up there and cut it down.
Bro, that's a bomb, bro. I don't know what he's on about with, like, it's sadistic. Like, bro, it's a deer. Physics object? Wait, can I just, like, climb up? No. The answer is no, I cannot just climb up. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, I need to go grab something? Okay. Okay, well, we can't get through there. Oh, through here?
I could use that crate to reach the ladder and climb up.
Oh, okay. In case you're curious, that wasn't me walking along the thing. It just, made me do that. Bro, it's got bloody shoe prints on it. Can we be so for real? Bro, why is it so afraid? It snapped my attention here. Bro, we got the bolt cutter. No, I wanted to hide you. In the blood. Yeah, let's just go fishing around at its organs. Oh, is it like a tracker? That makes sense. Is that the fuse?
What's all this equipment? And why was it in... Fuck, what if the Soviets sent someone to follow us? Well, there's the fuse. So the fucker who gutted the animal has also been in our house, in our basement. If this isn't a threat, then I don't know what is. At least I've got the goddamn fuse. Time to go to the basement and turn the power back on.
What? Why is
I don't
this
like this.
open?
Someone's butchered a deer and the evidence suggests that sick fuck has been in our house.
Bro, it's called hunting. Like, listen, I ain't a fan of it, but still. I ain't gonna be like, that sick fuck. Who even kills a deer? Like, I don't know, I come out from the country, right? Back at my house, there's this, or way back when I lived in the country, my grandparents owned like a lot of land. Their land butted up against the land of another person. We had a kind of informal arrangement that we could go and like fish on like this giant pond that they had, and it was like chill and fine, and nobody really cared because it's land, right? As long as we weren't like burning things, it was chill. So I guess I'm just like, I can really easily understand how maybe there's another family in this area that has had a informal arrangement with whoever previously owned this property, or maybe even just like they didn't realize the property had shifted hands, and to them this has just been vacant land for years, and so they hunt on it and store deer on it. Like, the only weird thing has been the fuse, which is obviously the game inserting story into the moment, right? I guess my point is just that, like, this has all been very conveniently connected by a series of strings that I don't think are real. Like, I think most normal people who see bloody clothes in their shed. Cause okay, so you have the key. The key leads you to the shed where there's the bloody clothes, right? I'm also lost and I can't find my way back, but that'll be fine. And so, like, yeah, maybe that's weird. However, since there's a whole bunch of stuff that's obviously been moved in here that you didn't move in here, how do you know that it isn't just that, like, the movers did that? So that, like, oh, hey, this is where we put the extra fuses. Because, you know, there's one missing here, but, you know? And then, okay, the fuse is missing from the shed. How'd you even know there was supposed to be a fuse in there? On like, some degree, right?
I've got the fuse. I better go home.
Bro, I'm working on it. So, to some degree, like, how do you know that the fuse is going to be in there? A. B. How do you know that the fuse key and the bloody clothes have anything to do with each other? I mean, the bloody clothes is concerning. Don't get me wrong, but that's like a, oh, hey, honey, we should run into town and get the police because I found bloody clothes out in the shed. And then your wife can be like, you know, oh, yeah, that sounds way more important than the fuse. Let's go do that. I guess my point is just that, like, in the 1800s segment or whatever, I can understand having your protag be like, oh, I need to go investigate this disturbance among my property. But in the 60s or the 80s or whenever this one takes place, I don't remember. I seriously have no clue where I'm supposed to be returning. I have an awful navigational memory. I would think that it would be just here, right? And that you could, like, get the bolt cutters. Take. It's weird that take is still an option. Is that... Because this is the last thing I used the bolt cutters on. Are they, like, 3D models still floating here or something? No? Because we come out the back here. Do we just go around like this? Seems kind of non-intuitive, but... My point just being that, like...
I remember back in the day, some twisted kids in the area played with the occult, but I don't think this could have been them. Besides, the equipment that was inside it looked military grade. Clearly, the locals make new neighbors feel welcome. I just hope they don't mistake us for turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Bro is so judgmental, and for what? Also, why are we going back to put the fuse back when we know somebody has been in our house, stealing our things, and leading us on a wild goose chase to get the fuse? And the wife is gone. I seriously. Okay. Was it back here? It was, right? Yeah. Cutscene time.
The power's back on, I guess. Interesting. Or maybe it's no big deal. Maybe I've just been reading too much Poe. Well, my job here is done.
That's
I
pretty
better go
funny.
back under Emma's thumb, considering her mood swing. And it's only the 3rd month. What's it going to be like by the 9th?
Oh, so he's blaming it on the pregnancy? I guess I could see that.
Jesus, woman! You want me to have a heart attack?
Cool, huh? Wonder if some magician used to live here.
Sure, Harry fucking Houdini. Maybe he's never gotten out of that hat. Actually, where did you find it? I just read about one like this.
Upstairs. Now watch carefully.
If it's a rabbit, I want it for dinner and a stew.
Ta-da!
Clever. You think you can sugarcoat the work for me with magic? Where do we start?
You just the whole quest we went on, the whole I hope they don't mistake us for turkeys, the like box full of cash.
Darling, do I really have to remind you what the doctor said?
You've done it plenty of times already, but really, I don't have to sit idle all the time.
Still, in your condition.
It's not critical. I'm just pregnant, remember? But fine.
Like the bloody footprints, the bloody clothes. You ain't gonna ask about that.
I'll pester you with questions. Have they called you from work yet?
No.
And did you give them our new number?
Honey, it's the government. They even know the angle you're tilting your head at.
Ugh. Gives me the creeps. Ever thought about doing something other than, cryptanalysis? I mean, before you joined the CIA?
Like what?
Like, something that doesn't come with being responsible for millions of lives. Some job without all the spies, agents, and double agents lurking behind your back. Without the constant feeling that you can't trust anyone.
Not really. Besides, I can trust you, right?
Right?
What are you staring at?
What the hell?
Can you move that piece of furniture? There's something behind it.
Bro, you didn't finish. Hey, you didn't answer my question? Dude. God. Okay, that's pretty funny that I can just... Oh, are we all the way? That seems a little excessive.
God. Now I regret putting that thing on my head.
I wonder who that guy was. Maybe if we hang this in the bedroom, he'll come to us in our dreams and tell us everything.
I'd hang you first.
Okay. Sorry, buddy, you're going to the basement. That's the proper place for gentlemen from the previous century.
Weird sentence. A few days later. Wait, I just internalized that. It's been a few days since... Oh my... I'm being so judgmental because this game opened so good with the first chapter. And the second chapter was like pretty alright, you know? I understand to some extent our man Nicky, like, feeling the need to go and enforce his property line. Damn, they kind of got the place set up for real, for real. Not a fan of not having a door there. I'm a big fan of doors. Where is that? In here.
Hello?
It's David.
So, this is it, boss. This is the moment when you start to rush me and I start to sweat.
Weird.
Well, I don't want to press you too much, but I haven't heard from you for a week now. So I thought maybe he was killed by bears or wolves. I'd better call him.
Kind of
You're stuck in
understandable.
the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, I'm stuck in every possible way.
You're not the only one. 3/4 of the team were assigned to work on the Russian woodpecker. And on top of that, Harold has vanished.
Harold? The one who intercepted the telegrams. What happened?
I don't know. Stress? He's been paranoid lately, seeing Soviets everywhere. Either he went nuts and did something stupid, or those Soviets did get him after all.
Fuck, on our soil?
Well, they could be anywhere. And I don't want to think he's playing both sides. To make it even worse, Bill and Mildred will shut down the project if we don't make a breakthrough in the next few weeks.
I've got the documents from Janice with me. I'll get down to work.
Good luck. And give my regards to your wife. I'll call you in a few days.
So
There goes my vacation.
this is
Aside
again
from being in the office,
exacerbating.
I've wasted enough time already.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Okay, so I can just open the door again. I wonder how much I can explore around out here. So, again, this calls into question the whole concept behind, yeah, we'll just let our lead cryptanalysis guy go on a vacation out in the middle of nowhere while we're in the middle of a Cold War. That seems fine. Like, that doesn't... Okay, and then all of the footprints and the stuff are still here, and the clothes. Like seriously, we aren't Pizza Brothers. Like, we ain't concerned? Also, why is this... Put it in the trash! Why is that out here, man? Anyway. Like, the government isn't concerned about that. There's no qualms. Now one of our guys has gone missing, potentially abducted by the enemy, and we're just out in the middle of nowhere? You can't call the cops. You can't, like... Oh, we can still see the thing. That's interesting. Can't call the cops and expect, like, a reasonable response. Like, I just... So, I guess just that the logic doesn't follow to me. From, like... But, like, I could be convinced from the military side of things, right? The thing that I can't be convinced about is how you let a few days go by after somebody has ostensibly been in your basement while you and your pregnant wife are in the house, and you just don't do anything about it, and presumably don't tell her? And we're just napping on the couch? Okay, I guess this is the office then. My point is just that the game started really strong and very interesting, and since then has become a cavalcade of... Is that somebody's ashes? That kind of looks like somebody's ashes. It's gonna be so real. And since then has become a cavalcade... I guess just this chapter has become a cavalcade of, like, why is that character doing that? That doesn't make sense. You know? But I'll stop complaining. Is that Abe? Is that Honest Abe over there?
Ah, still warm. Enough slacking. I need to go back to the office. Emma knows how to get me on my feet. So, how do I do it again? First, let's take a look at the manual.
Open the top cover.
Open the cover and place the cylinders. Easy.
Okay. Okay. No. 2. Then 4. Then 5. Then 8.
Okay, the first part's done. Now it's time to set the cogs.
Close the cover. Set the numbers in the window to the following positions from left to right. 2, 14, 6, 22.
Piece
22.
of cake. Now for the last step, the wires at the bottom.
Wires in the drawer. AFGZ. Oh, AFGZRT. A F G Z R T.
That's it. Now I just need to enter the password.
This is complicated. Run a test using the password BPFLUP.
I have to be careful. If I click the wrong letters, I'll have to reset the cogs.
B E F L U
Okay, it works. I can get down to it.
That's kind of a lot.
Now what? Check combinations 29 and 30. Okay, here we go. Still nothing. Fuck. This terrible crime shocked. Fuck. This looks like our house. The victim's throat was slashed. This is getting too fucked up. Seriously.
What?
God, how long has this been here? Is this blood or just rust? Is this
Probably
what I
both at
think
this
it
point.
is? More notes from Nicholas.
Oh, great. More notes from Bliss.
It hurts, so I must be alive. Damn it, I almost
Okay, I'm gonna call this one here. I wanted to see the next cutscene. I know this was just one chapter. Last time we did two. Those two seemed more like introductory chapters, whereas this one seemed a lot more like a like chapter 3 really felt like we were really getting into the meat and potatoes of things. Overall, I'm definitely not a fan of the direction we're going. I think, from a writing perspective, that contrivance is born out of writing yourself into a corner. In this instance, the corner written is spooky things have happened in the past. Now we need something ominous to happen in the present. I think that perhaps what could be the more interesting opportunity here is to have your past sections be kind of the spooky, oh, we're dealing with the ghosts, we're getting jump scares, things like that. And then the present section be all based around decoding. We already kind of see an idea with that with the puzzles, but I kind of hesitate to call them puzzles when it's just go to a location, scan a thing, or go to a location, find a item that lets you go to another location. It's kind of the Resident Evil dilemma. The reason Resident Evil works is because generally when you're finding those items, you're using them immediately in puzzles, or you have to hold on to them until you find the puzzle. And then you find the puzzle and it's an aha, this is where I put the sapphire that I got 7 rooms ago. Also in Resident Evil 7, it keeps you on your toes by having enemies that you have to fight, meaning that then you have to conserve ammo, and then the going and getting items is so that you have to keep encountering enemies. The reason I bring up Resident Evil is that I find that it's a bit of a gold standard for me. Then again, this game is obviously kind of intending to be more in the game of Amnesia and like Outlast. And in those games, really the best you can hope for is going and finding an item to lead you to a scare, to then lead you back to a different location, to lead you to a new item, to give you a scare, etc. Right? So in that vein, I can understand what they're going for. I think that where it misses the mark is that for a character who's supposed to be working for the CIA as some sort of decoder. Oh, what just happened? Okay, that was strange. Um, as somebody who's supposed to be working for the CIA as a decoder, it's really weird to me that he would see people in his house screwing with his stuff and just go, ah, must have been the wind. Like, that's really not in character, it feels like. And, like, I can get over the wife having weird mood swings. Okay, she's pregnant, whatever. That feels a little weird because, granted, I've not been around many pregnant women, so, you know, I'll let the pregnant women in chats, or the pregnant women in the comments, speak for that as to whether or not that's relatable. I imagine for some people it is. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's strange, and their kind of banter is strange. Like the, ooh, maybe we'll hang it up in our room and his ghost will come haunt us and tell us everything, into, I'd hang you first. Staring dead into his eyes is like crazy. Like, if my girlfriend did that to me, I'd be like, yeah? What's the deal, babe? What's going on, Hell Beast? I'd be, you know, the joke there would be that it's ominous and scary. And so the fact that we have, yeah, I can trust you, dead silence into, I'd hang you first, is like really bizarre. But I can let go of the bizarre banter because I think it's a little goofy and could be a little funny. But seriously, it's so strange that, and I on one hand, if it were literally just, oh, there's a deer in this barn. Ah, there's a weird beeping in it. Oh, like you could even write it so that it's like, oh, this like electronic beeping object is connected to a generic fuse that just so happens to fit our house. But I recognize this as like a hunting tracker, or even though that doesn't make any sense, but you get my point. It's the fact that he's so concerned about the deer and all of the blood and how did they get in my house and why do they have a key to my shed, which are all concerns you should have. It's the fact that he's so concerned and then just none of that. Like he sees his wife and is like, a wife, gonna do work on a house now, I guess. It's so bizarre to me, but I'll trust that the story is going somewhere. And it's not like it's a game killer for me. I just think that it's a sign that we might begin to see more contrived things as it is. And I really don't like it when the video game is really contrived. Like, even Outlast, as many accolades as Outlast got, is kind of contrived. I mean, you really want to scoop on an asylum so bad that when you walk up and no one's in the security office, and then nobody's at the door, so you have to climb through a window. Like, you're that, and then even then you climb through the window, and it's pretty much immediately spooky shit starts happening. And you don't just backpedal out. It's really insane to me the way that Outlast works like that. Because then you have the scoop. You have 10 seconds of footage, sure, but 10 seconds of footage you can show to the police, and then the police raid that place. Granted, they might get all killed because we know about the extended Outlast, but you see my point, right? There is to some extent an amount of like believability, like it's a suspension of disbelief thing. I can suspend my disbelief that this guy in whatever timeline he's in, Nicholas, or whatever time he's in, is going and investigating things that are obviously spooky and might lead to his imminent death. Because he has memory issues, he doesn't know what's really going on, and it's, before modern technology, so I assume sometime in the 1800s, it makes sense that he's like, well, I can't get the police, you know? I don't even know. I assume my man probably rocked up here in horse-drawn carriage, maybe even was dropped off, and then the carriage left. That's a long-ass walk for a guy like him. And so, for him to be investigating things, to have a mind of, I need to know what's going on my property, that makes sense. For a modern day guy with his car sitting right out front and obviously a working telephone, or at least a telephone that he can hook up rather quickly, it makes no sense to me why he wouldn't be calling someone or driving to go get the police or any amount of anything, right? And you can even make it a scene, like make it a plot point that the police are like, "Oh, that's just the locals. They like to hunt. Don't worry about it." But they were in my basement. They took my fuse. Are you sure that the house just wasn't just missing a fuse, and maybe they just so happened to use a fuse that looked like yours? You can turn that into a plot point. You can have that phone call with the cops, and that fixes our suspension of disbelief, right? It makes the main character go, okay, my choices are scare my pregnant wife and leave this vacation house, or maybe I make sure that the doors are locked and the windows are locked, and it'll probably be fine, right? Because I mean, I know I left his doors open when I was playing. It's the 60s or the 80s. I can imagine them leaving their doors open. So I can see it being a thing that's like, maybe we should just lock our doors and hunker down for a few days. If anything else that's weird happens, we'll leave. But anyway, point is, I'm harping. I'm going too long on this. I am still excited to see what scares show up in Nicholas's chapter. I am still excited to see where the story is going, so I will continue to play. I mean, even if this was really bad, I might still continue to play just to see. Anyway, I'm still enjoying the game, even if I have criticisms. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope I can see you all again in the next video, and I'll talk to you all later.